Hello everyone. Previously, we had discussed about the managing the JavaScript timers efficiently. Today, we'll be discussing about the JavaScript decorator functions. So, what does decorators do? Decorators modify or enhance the behavior of functions or the methods, right? So, mainly decorators modify or enhance the behavior of functions or methods. They wrap the original function with additional logic, enabling reusable and flexible code. Let's see the same thing. Let's try to implement the same thing using the example. The first example we'll be going with is how to log the decorator. Let's see logging the decorator first. Then we will see timing decorator as well. I'll just come here quickly. Let me create a function and name the function log execution. Let's pass the parameter function, right? Let's return something very quickly. Return function of, let me make use of the spread operator arguments. Here, let me log something. Let me make use of the template literals and let me give calling dollar. Within this one, I have passed the argument, right? Function. Let me give function dot name. Nothing but the name of the function will be displayed, right? With the let me give arguments with the arguments, right? So let me close here. Yeah, this one, let's pass the arguments as well. So in the next line, I'll just quickly make use of the result variable and assign this one to the function of spread operator. I'll just make use of the arguments here, right? Let's log the result, right? So this one, let me make use of the backticks over here instead of this one, double inverted comma. I'll just give here a result. Let's pass the result here. Finally, let's return the result. So this is it. Next, let's create one more function, math function, addition function, right? Simple math function. So I'll just give here add of, let me take two parameters, a comma b. Just return a plus b. So this is it. Next, let me consider a variable name logged add, nothing but the add function, right? So I'll just come here quickly. Let me make use of the function and what I have given, log execution, right? Of, let's pass the add quickly. Let's call the function here logged add of, let me give some random numbers 5 and 3. While I run the code, I have to get the output calling add with the arguments 5 comma 3 here. This one calling function name is nothing but log add, right? Here you can clearly see logged add, calling logged add with the arguments. What are the arguments that we have passed here? 5 and 3, right? First calling add with arguments 5 comma 3, and then the result has to be 5 plus 3, that has to be 8, right? Let's try running the code. Let's see what we'll get. So here missing after argument list, line number 5 here. What I have done here? Yeah. Oh, so here what I've done here is I have missed the comma here, right? So let me pass the comma here. Let's try running the code again. So now you can see calling with the arguments. That's what we have logged here, right? So calling the function name is nothing but the logged add here. Calling, why we are getting add, we have to get the calling logged add, right? So this function, this is taking the function name. So yeah, sorry, this one function add. So calling add with the arguments 5 comma 3 within the array. So the result has to be 8. If I pass 5 comma 5 here, the result has to be 10, right? Let's try running the code. Yeah, we're getting the calling add with the arguments 5 comma 5 and result 10. I hope the concept of this one, logging the decorators is completely clear. So next example, we'll go with the timing decorator. So I'll quickly delete this one. So what I'll do, I'll just create a function named measure time. We are going with the timing decorator, right? I'll just name the function measure time, and let's pass the function fn. So let me return the function and let's pass the arguments, right? So let start equals, let me pass the performance dot now here. Let me take the variable name result and let me assign this to the function of uh, arguments within the spread operator, right? By making use of spread operator. Let's log something. Here quickly, I'll just make use of the template literals. First backticks, I'll just give here execution time. We are displaying the execution time, right? So within this, I'll just quickly give performance dot now is what I have given here, right? Start. I have assigned that one to start. So I'll quickly give performance dot now function. So minus start. Let's give in milliseconds it will show, right? So I'll just give ms. So finally we will return the result. Let me call the result here. So this is it for this function. Next, let's take one more function, simple function. Let me create function slow task. Let me pass some parameter. I'll just give here n. We initialize the sum to 0. Let's quickly iterate. Make use of the iteration. I'll just give I equals 0. I less than n. Let's increment the I. Within this, I will give here itself sum equals sum plus I. So finally, let me return the sum. Hope this is clear. Next, what I'll do, I'll just make use of one variable name time slow task. I'll just assign this one to the, let's call the function measure time. Let's pass slow task here. Finally, let's call the function time slow task, right? Yeah, time slow task of, let's pass the this one 10 to the power of 6, nothing but 1e6 here. I hope this is clear. So we have to get the execution time, that is time in milliseconds, right? That's what we have given here. So let's see how much time it will take here. This one, this function, and we have to get the output and execution time, performance now minus start, that we have given here. Let's try it. Let's try running the code. So yeah, execution time we are getting here 4 point something milliseconds, right? So this code works absolutely correct. I'll quickly explain what I have done here. Measure time, what I have written here, the function measure time. Just give me a second. Yeah, measure time. Basically, this logs the time taken by the function. So again, I'm telling this measure time function. What this will do here is it logs the time taken by the function. And what is slow task function doing then? It will demonstrate the time sensitive task. Nothing but this is the task, right? So here we are iterating. So this one. So this demonstrates a time sensitive task, and this function you can clearly see here what we are logging here. Basically, measure time logs the time taken by the function. Finally, we are getting the execution task in this much milliseconds, right? Again, if I try to run the code this time, the execution time is 3 point something milliseconds. So the concept of this thing, timing decorator as well as the logging decorator, is completely clear. So basically what we tried to do here is we tried to understand the JavaScript decorator function by making use of the two example. One was the previous example was about the logging decorator, and this example what we saw, this is timing decorator. So I hope the concept of JavaScript decorator functions is completely clear. So next we will discuss on the reactive programming with RxJS. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.